This briefing is drawn from the Mexico City Smart Travel Safety Guide, now available on Amazon. Please see link below. After watching, you'll know how to recognize the short moments when an otherwise ordinary day can expose you to crime. For most visitors, Mexico City is navigable and rewarding. The capital is largely insulated from the cartel warfare seen in other parts of the country. Here, risk is more often created by crowd density, distraction, isolation, and poor timing. Central commercial and tourist districts can feel stable for hours. Then the setting changes. A crowd thins, a venue closes, or you step one block away from a very active street. Safety depends less on fearing the city than on noticing those changes early. Think in terms of transitions from one place to another. The vulnerable moment is often not inside the hotel, restaurant, airport, or metro car. It's the handoff between them. Criminals rapidly assess three things: how easy you appear to approach, what reward you may carry, and whether they can leave without consequence. Visible confusion, repeated phone checks, struggling with your luggage, expensive electronics, intoxication, and hesitation can increase your appeal as a target. Crowding adds another layer. Pickpocket teams may use one person to create conflict, another to take the item, and a third to provide cover. On the metro, the highest risk moment is often the 10 to 15 seconds of being compressed at the doors. Secure valuables before reaching the platform, not while attempting to board. If unexpectedly bumped, check your valuables without confronting anyone, as that could turn an unfortunate situation into a dangerous one. At Mexico City International Airport, the final stretch beyond luggage claim creates immediate decision pressure. Choose an official taxi counter or arrange an app-based ride before leaving the terminal. Ignore unsolicited transport offers and do not reorganize your luggage at the curb. The areas of Tepito and Morelos warrant avoidance unless you have specific local knowledge or are accompanied by a knowledgeable guide. In Doctores, I recommend you remain on primary routes and move during daylight hours only. Peripheral areas such as the state of Mexico become more problematic after dark because police enforcement gaps can widen. Polanco, Roma, and Condesa are generally more stable, but their safety is also conditional. After roughly 11 p.m., focus on venue exits, pickup points, and the route back to your hotel or domicile. Keep in mind that 1 or 2 blocks away from a busy commercial street, lighting and foot traffic can fall quickly, and on public transit, organized theft generally peaks around 7 to 9 a.m. and 5 to 8 p.m. One Mexico City mistake carries disproportionate consequences, and that is hailing a taxi from the street. Unauthorized taxis are a principal entry point for robbery and express kidnapping, in which victims may be driven between ATMs for several hours. Use app-based rides or official transport taxi counters every time. Also, keep in mind, a few uneventful rides do not make a street taxi safer. Travelers also create exposure by improvising their movements around the city. For example, they leave a restaurant and search curbside for a ride, or they use a phone near the street edge, wander down a quiet shortcut, or withdraw cash from a standalone ATM at night. Instead, be sure to confirm transportation before leaving a secure place, and only use ATMs inside banks, hotels, shopping centers, and during daylight. Keep only daily funds with you and store backup debit or credit cards separately. If robbed, comply, disengage, and never pursue the offender. Crime may dominate the headlines, but Mexico City's altitude is more likely to affect an ordinary visitor. The city sits about 2,200 meters or 7,300 feet above sea level. Headache, fatigue, dizziness, poor sleep, and shortness of breath can appear during the first 24 to 48 hours, then become more noticeable on days 2 or 3 of your visit. Be sure to hydrate, reduce exertion, and limit alcohol during your first 2 days. Air quality also adds stress, particularly during the dry season, with March and April identified as peak months in the guide. Check daily conditions and scale back outdoor exertion when pollution is elevated. Use bottled or purified water, including when brushing your teeth. Mexico City also sits in an active seismic zone, and soft lake-bed soil can amplify shaking. Learn your building's exits and never use elevators during or after an earthquake. For police, fire, or medical emergencies, call 911. Mexico City does not require constant vigilance, but it does reward a few disciplined habits. Plan your next movement before the current one ends. Use authorized transportation without exception. Favor active commercial streets over shortcuts. Put the phone away when the setting becomes crowded or uncertain. After 10 p.m., make movement direct and prearranged. Pay special attention when the environment changes. If pedestrians disappear, a venue closes, rain disrupts traffic, or your route no longer feels clear, reset from a secure location. Step inside a hotel, restaurant, or busy store. Confirm your route and arrange transportation from inside. That is controlled adaptation, not alarm. For the full intelligence breakdown, including crime and scams, transportation, health and environmental hazards, digital safety, and emergency procedures, the complete Mexico City Travel Safety Guide is available now on Amazon, or click the link below. And please subscribe to All Source Travel for more destination-specific travel intelligence briefings.